internet friends. Today we have another thrift with me. I've already done a video dedicated to spring 2022 trends. It was a pretty in-depth guide, if I may say so myself. However, today I just stumbled on a Vogue article published March 25th. So this was published after I put out that video. I wanted to use this as a guide to what I want to pick up today at the thrift store. So let's go over real quick what Vogue says is in style for spring 2022. This article is titled "The Ultimate Guide to Shopping Spring Trends in 2022. Take a drink as per usual every time I say 2022. Okay, so first up is stripes. I featured that in the last video that I did, and I actually found a really cute striped dress, so I was pretty excited about that. As I mentioned the last time, I'm not a huge fan of like tiny stripes. They need to be well spaced out. So if I can find some well spaced out stripes, I'm on it. Okay, this one, I've always been thrifting this, but it seems to really have taken mainstream. That is popcorn texture tops. I think a lot of people in my age category and maybe slightly older see those tops and think of like the mall kiosks that used to sell these, or I mean, you can even find these at like dollar stores and stuff like that. So the quality isn't always there, and you have to be very particular when it comes to popcorn pleat texture. But I think this trend is so much fun, and if you can find the right item, it's like a masterpiece. Next up, this is a very blanketed statement, but just more is more in general. So very loud prints, bold patterns, all the things, like an injection of color, maximalism, all the prints, all the things. So of course, I'm always looking for that. I love bold prints, but it's just nice to see this on the list. So yeah, just colorful items. I've already talked about the idea of dopamine dressing, and I think this just goes to show dopamine dressing is here and is here to stay. The caption is literally just think short, really short, mini skirts. Oh, that Miu Miu campaign. I just want to buy whoever did that Miu Miu campaign. I want to buy them a drink and just say, congratulations, you conquered the world. Like seriously, tell me you haven't already seen that Miu Miu campaign everywhere. It is literally everywhere. You see it on stars, you see it on model off-duty looks, you see it in campaigns. That Miu Miu skirt is taking over the world, okay? There's already memes about how popular that Miu Miu skirt is. So, with that being said, skirts, mini skirts. I'm already thrifting them, but this is just a gentle reminder to keep thrifting them. Let florals grow on you. I like this. I like this a lot. I definitely will keep an eye out for that floral detail, but this specifically shows a lot of items that have the floral, like I said, like that 3D floral design. So definitely keeping an eye out for that. Oh look, and Miu Miu is on the list. Good for them. Okay, and next up is color blocking on jackets. Lots of windbreakers, lots of bomber jacket windbreakers. So I feel like that will be very easy to find in the vintage category. Of course, I am always a fan of like color block Nike jackets. I think those are such a fun vintage item to thrift. Very last piece on the list. I love how they worded this, but channel your Holy Spirit, and that is just anything with holes in it. That loose knitting. This one will obviously be a challenge at the thrift stores because normally anything that is holy is not intentional, and anything that was intentionally holy, typically you'll find it kind of in poor shape. So that one might be a little bit of a challenge, but I'm always up for the challenge. Now, last but not least, I just have to share this jacket that I thrifted last week that I haven't done like a proper haul lately, so I haven't had the space to share it, but I just have to share it because it's so good. And it falls into the category that we're talking about right now, and that's stripes. Look at this beautiful Christian Dior blazer. Holy smokes, I'm obsessed with it. It's so cool. And I found a pair of cobalt pants that go perfectly with it. So it's like cobalt, and then this with the pop of cobalt. It's a little too good to be true. Okay, so you guys saw the list. You guys saw my new favorite jacket. If I don't leave soon, I'm going to be running very late. So let's get this started. talking about that in today's video. That's like one of the major things.
Throwback.
That micro pleat. It was on Vogue did an article about the popcorn plate.
No way.
Do you want
how crazy that was when it first came out?
I know. Do you remember finding them like all the time at the kiosk at the mall?
Gosh. In like the most random places, like Claire's and stuff.
Yes.
They were, like in a bin, and you could just like pull them out, and they were like this big.
Yes. They like expanded. So far, I found quite a few pieces, and I'm feeling pretty good about it. The only thing that I haven't found though is windbreakers. So we're gonna go over to men's and see if we can find a windbreaker. Lots of flannel. Nothing, but that's okay. Next time. Bye! I would say that was a solid success. Didn't find too many pieces that were part of the trends that I was looking for. Still cracks me up that Brittany found that micro pleat top. That was perfect. That was actually, I didn't pick that up and neither did she. I think the quality on it just wasn't there. But I mean, those things are still, they're still selling. I only like to pick up really good quality. There's a brand, Babette, I believe is how you say it, that makes really good quality. I get really excited when I find any of their micro pleat tops, but overall, I'm just very picky when it comes to that style. Stripes, mission accomplished. Popcorn texture, not so much. More is more, got it. Really short skirts, no thank you. Florals, debatable on if I accomplish this one. Color block jackets, no luck. Holy Spirit, not that kind of Holy Spirit, different kind of Holy Spirit. No. It was like I kind of wanted to get one, but I put it back. So that was like a good 3 out of 7. Yeah, that's not that good. By the way, I'm using my wide angle lens right now, just so I can show you guys some of the stuff that I picked up. It's not the most flattering of lenses, so apologies. However, I was also looking for a reason to wear this top, and today seemed like a good reason. I don't know. Any day's a good reason. Okay, so I think I'm only keeping one item out of this entire haul. The rest of it I picked up to put in my Poshmark store. So I did try on some things just so I could kind of spice this video up a little bit, but for the most part, yeah, I'm only keeping one thing, and it's like the most boring thing. Okay, so for starters, stripes. Mission accomplished with stripes. This is a really cute, like 1990s striped, very preppy. It has, what does that say? Le Club? It says Le Club embroidered on the front. But this is one of those like super paper thin. You can kind of start to already see through it kind of thing. And we like that vibe around here. That is definitely a style that I always tend to get really excited about. But I think this is one of those like tucked in, or if you even want to crop it yourself, I think this would be super cute cropped. The more is more trend. I actually really thought about keeping these for myself just because I love the 1970s like leisure style pants. However, on this one, I don't know, something about the pattern just doesn't quite fit my wardrobe vibe. I am looking for louder prints as of late. However, this one just didn't quite do it for me as far as like a personal collection kind of thing. But I think with someone who really enjoys bold prints, this will go really well in a closet like that. I did not find any 3D florals. However, I did find some high-waisted Bermuda shorts. These are by Liz Claiborne. However, they remind me of the Ralph Lauren sheets that seemed to be in everybody's household growing up. I don't know, if you were like a 90s, early 2000s kid, your parents probably had these as their bed sheets. And another set of florals. The whole reason that I picked this up is, one, I mean, we love a good, like, you know, kind of prairie number with the ruffles and the puff sleeves, but I thought the size on this was really good. This is like, I would say a 2X or a 3X, so super cute. Okay, there's a new show on HBO Max right now called Minx that I am absolutely obsessed with. It has Jake Johnson in it, who's from The New Girl. I was also obsessed with him in The New Girl, so this gave me very Minx style vibes. That show is set in the 1970s, and I am liking it equally for the like feminist movement that they're talking about, but then also because of the actual style on the show. If you absolutely love wardrobe TV shows, this is the show for you. 100% watch Minx. It is so good. Their wardrobe accuracy is just, oh, it's a masterpiece. It truly, truly is. I like to think in another life, I would have pursued a career in film and television as far as wardrobe goes. I'm just not good with like sewing and mending and kind of doing those like style on the fly kind of things. So yeah, I never pursued it when I lived in LA, but sometimes it is one of my bigger regrets. For now, I will be picking up pieces that the wardrobe business can pick up from my eBay store. That's kind of how I look at it. I'm still kind of in that career field, but not quite. Because yeah, I could totally see this on an episode of Minx. This was actually a piece that I really truly thought about keeping. I really like the muted tones on this, and I created a whole outfit with two pieces that I thrifted. That is this skirt and this peasant style top, which this is like super 1980s, this is super 1970s. You only come across these types of tops like once in a blue moon, you know? They're not always readily available just because they are, you know, like 1970s. We're getting further and further away from the 70s than when I first started selling vintage. So the reality of finding tops like this become rarer and rarer the longer I do this. So to find something like this with such a cool tag on it, you know, it was a good moment. Okay, next up is this grandpa sweater vest. I really liked that it was crisscrossed on the front. I think that's why I picked it up. I thought that was like such a unique style. Something about it drew me in. Like the way that it sits, it's very fun, it's very different. Last two pieces that have absolutely nothing to do with the Vogue article, but I still thought were super fun. This is another one that I seriously thought about keeping for myself. I love a good Hawaiian print button-down shirt, but the print on this one is what did it for me. Should I keep it? Should I not keep it? Should I sell it? It's just the print on it is so good. I love the leaf print, and it's great for summertime. Like this with the bralette and completely open is like a cover up. Very last piece is this 1970s Sears plaid ruffle, all the things button down shirt. It just, you know, it was one of those like, it's just cute. It's a flannel, so it's a little out of season right now, but I don't know, like this with some high-waisted jeans, it's a cutie. Okay, and the last piece that I'm keeping for myself, it's a weird one. It's really, really out of character for me. I found these Banana Republic trouser pants slash, they're like a knit material, so they're kind of, I don't know, there's really not much to them. They're kind of boring, but I think these is like kind of lounge pants, but they're still dressed up. I don't know, something about them. I was like, yeah, I kind of like them. I could do something with that. That was it for today's haul. I just really enjoy letting some of the trends kind of guide me. I think it always makes for a little bit more excitement when I'm at the thrift store trying to hunt for certain things. So that is it for this week's video. As always, thank you so much for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. You guys know the drill, and I will see you next time. Bye.